Hello guys, it's Dan. How you doing? Welcome back. So I've been in Dubai for exactly 2 months now. Feels a lot longer, but it's actually only 2 months. And I just wanted to make a quick video to, I guess, give my impressions and my thoughts on what I think of it so far, because lots of people have been asking in the comments. They've been saying that, you know, lots of people are coming back from Dubai and they hate it and how there's no nature here, and you know, I'm sure all of that's true, but I just wanted to give my impressions. The last week I've actually been sick. I got some stomach virus or something. I've been so ill. Today's the first day that I've actually felt well enough to make a video or even do anything really. So you can imagine that was fun moving as well. So I was in the Mercure Hotel, which was absolutely fine. You know, it was all right, but it's just, you know, it's a hotel and it's a really busy hotel. I moved in the summer when it wasn't that busy, and then as tourist season has picked up, man, it was just insane. So you would have to wait for 10 minutes for the lift and stuff, and people think, oh, 10 minutes, I'm exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating, it was 10 minutes. So I've moved now to an apartment block. It's a serviced apartment, so you know, I don't pay bills or anything like that, and it's, you know, they come and clean it twice a week and all of that kind of stuff. So it's great. It's still in Barsha Heights, but it's a much nicer setup. But anyway, 2 months in Dubai, what do I think? I'm really enjoying it. Now, is it perfect? No, of course not. It's very different. The culture's very different, but I'm enjoying the sunshine, which has actually got a lot cooler. And when I say cooler, it's like 34 degrees at the moment. It's not like 44 degrees as it was, or 48 degrees as it was a few months ago. But what I'm enjoying is, I guess, the newness of the place. So I've actually just made a video on how free Dubai is, which I think will probably come out before this one, but I'm enjoying there's a lot less bureaucracy and red tape here to get things done. So from a business perspective, you don't have to jump through a lot of hoops. There's not a huge amount of red tape or anything like that. So it's quite good in that respect. I think my only criticism of that is, I think the Gulf states in general, but Dubai specifically, has a few kind of quirks which are a little bit annoying. Like the internet service providers here are, I think they're mostly state owned. So if you want to do anything, like getting internet is super expensive. It's like 200 quid a month to get like a really good package, which is kind of insane. And things like WhatsApp is blocked here. Now you can use a VPN to get around all of that. Speaking of VPNs, I've partnered with NordVPN. Below there's links in there where you can get like a 71% discount. Honestly, every time I'm online, I use NordVPN, and out here it's so useful because you get to use location blocked things. So like WhatsApp video you can't use out here, but if you're on a VPN you can, and WhatsApp voice chat as well. Sometimes that's quite sketchy. You can use it, but it's not perfect. But if you put a VPN on, it's great. So yeah, I'll shill that. You can use that below. But the internet service providers here are a bit of a pain in the arse, and that was a surprise to me. Now I don't pay for the internet because I'm in a serviced apartment, but if I did want to get the internet, it's a massive pain in the arse. And mobile service providers, like there's Do and Etisalat, I think it's called, but I use Do, which is DU, and they have data bundles and stuff like that, which is really expensive. They're a nightmare in terms of cost. So that's, I think, one of the negative things about Dubai, and they've got a bit of a monopoly on the service providers, because whilst there's no tax here, there is a sort of tax on these utilities and stuff like that, and there's fees to pay for real estate agents. And maybe I'll make a video on how to rent an apartment and stuff in Dubai, but I did make one before, but it didn't do very well, and it was before I got here. Now that I'm a bit more savvy, I might make another one, we'll see. So I think the quality of food here is pretty good. It's all delivered to you as well, which is lovely. Now, having just moved into this new serviced apartment block, the app Kareem and Deliveroo and stuff, when I was in the hotel, I would have to go and meet them outside because the security around the lifts, you had to have a card and you had to, basically the guys couldn't come up. So whereas here, you just tell them to leave it outside the door, or the service here is on another level. So that's something that I've really got used to. And when you're in the UK, you tend to, or I tended to be, you know, almost overly polite and not wanting to inconvenience people. But everything here is just set up for your convenience, and it's a different mindset to get into. So I've really initially struggled to get into that mindset of like, no, it's a really high service culture here and you have to embrace that. I struggled with that to start with, but I've actually really embraced it now. So I haven't hired a car yet. The roads here are a bit crazy and I'm quite a confident driver, but even I look at the roads and think, damn, like the taxi drivers here are just insane. I mentioned in a previous video that they're from places like India and Pakistan, and they just live on their horns and they're always beeping people, and I don't know, they're always cutting in. They don't, you know, indicators are a suggestion. You know, we take the piss out of BMW drivers in Europe because they don't know what the indicator is. Here is another level. So yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I think I will get onto that at some point soon where I'll brave it, because all of these apartment buildings and hotels, they just come with parking spaces. You know, you don't need to think about where you're going to park it. And I think that's one of the great things that I've noticed about Dubai, is there's not really like a parking culture. Like in the UK, you have these old cities where people just park on the roads. That's not really a thing here. All the buildings have like 8 floors of parking, and all the residents or the workers will just park there. So that's pretty cool. So my impression of Dubai so far, just in 2 months of being here, is one where I'm starting to get used to the place and I'm starting to understand how everything works, how the culture works. Like, I'm in the middle of like booking medical appointments and getting medical insurance and stuff, which again, I'll probably make a video on because that's a bit of a minefield. There are some really good suppliers out here and there are some, I think, quite poor suppliers. And it took me a while to get my head around the different tiers of hospitals and service. So one of the companies I'm looking at is called GIG Gulf or Gig Gulf. I'm not sure how it's said, but it used to be AXA. So obviously they're a well-renowned company, and there's really quite sort of posh hospitals here. Like there's the American Hospital, there's King's College Hospital, Dubai, there's the Iranian Hospital, there's the Saudi German Hospital, all of these like really quite posh hospitals that are super expensive, and they're like the top gold tier of cover. But then you've got other hospitals that are silver tier and bronze tier, and it's so difficult getting your head around that I'm actually learning about this stuff at the moment. So if you're looking at coming to Dubai, it is well worth understanding what all of these tiers mean. So maybe drop a comment below and let me know if you're here in Dubai. I would really appreciate some advice, but also if you're thinking of coming to Dubai, drop a comment below and I can reply to you and I can tell you some of my findings. I am going to make a video on it as well. But speaking of coming to Dubai, somebody that can help you is Kevin, and you'll see in the podcast that we just dropped, Kevin at GenZone. You can book a call with GenZone below. Speak to Kevin or his business partner Cheyenne, and they will give you a free 45-minute consultation. They'll talk about how to get out here, how easy it is, what it costs. You'll need to set up a business, but it's actually a very simple, relatively inexpensive way of doing things. And they can help you with health insurance and all of that kind of stuff. So for you, your family. So yeah, you can book a call with GenZone below and they can talk you through how it all works and how easy it is to get out here. But yeah, I've only really felt capable of making this video in the last 24 hours. I've got a bunch of stuff that I wanted to make, but this is quite an unstructured video. I didn't want to script it or even make too much of a big deal out of it. I just wanted to kind of freewheel a bit and just give my 2 months impression of Dubai, which is actually really positive. Is it perfect? No, but let me know below if you've got any questions about Dubai. I'd be very happy to help you. Also, if you could do me a favor, please, it massively helps me if you could hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and hit that notification bell. Again, I know that all of the YouTubers are like constantly saying it, but the reason that I ask is the channel isn't monetized. I don't make any money out of it. So what it does do is it helps the algorithm and tweaks things a little bit so that Google knows or YouTube knows to recommend this to other people, and it just grows the reach of the channel, which, you know, for me means a lot. As I said in a previous video, I didn't expect 10 people to be watching, let alone, you know, 1,000. I think one of the videos got 3,000 views, which for me is massive. Obviously for Mr. Beast it's terrible, but for me it's massive. But I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. But thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys, bye-bye.